The cost of living in Istanbul is getting too high.
Yes, rent prices are skyrocketing.
It's becoming difficult for many people to afford housing.
The government should consider implementing rent controls.
Grocery prices have increased a lot recently.
I've noticed that too. Everything is more expensive.
What can we do to manage our budgets better?
Shopping at local markets might be cheaper.
Eating out has become a luxury.
It used to be much more affordable.
Now, we mostly cook at home to save money.
That's smart. Home cooking is healthier, too.
Childcare costs are prohibitive.
Many families are struggling with this.
Are there any affordable childcare options in Istanbul?
Some community centers offer more reasonable rates.
School fees are another significant expense.
Private education costs are especially high.
What alternatives are there to private schooling?
Public schools are an option, though often crowded.
The price of medical care is steep.
Health services should be accessible to everyone.
What affordable healthcare options are available?
Some public hospitals offer services at lower costs.
Renting a car has become too expensive.
Owning one isn't cheaper with the high cost of petrol.
Should we consider alternative transport methods?
Biking or carpooling could be more economical.
Heating my apartment in winter is a major cost.
Insulation could help reduce that.
Any tips on improving insulation without spending too much?
Sealing windows and adding thick curtains can help.
I feel uneasy walking alone in Istanbul at night.
It's important to stay in well-lit and busy areas.
What should I do if I feel threatened?
Always carry a phone and know the local emergency numbers.
The rate of petty crimes seems high here.
Yes, pickpocketing is a problem, especially in crowded places.
How can we protect ourselves?
Be vigilant and keep your belongings secure at all times.
I heard about some scams targeting tourists.
That's true, especially near major tourist spots.
What kind of scams are they?
Things like fake tour offers or overpriced taxi rides.
I'm concerned about the safety of public transport.
The metro is generally safe, but be cautious on buses.
Are there security personnel on board?
Yes, major stations and some buses have security.
How reliable are the emergency services in Istanbul?
They are quite efficient, but response times can vary.
What factors affect the response time?
Traffic congestion is the biggest issue.
Are there safe areas for children to play in Istanbul?
Some neighborhoods have well-equipped and secure parks.
Which areas would you recommend?
Besiktas and Kadıköy have great.
What should I do in case of an earthquake?
Istanbul has guidelines for earthquake preparedness.
Where can I find these guidelines?
Family-friendly parks. They are available on the city's official website.
Is it safe to go jogging early in the morning?
It's safer in groups or in well-traveled areas.
Any specific places you'd suggest?
The coastline paths in Ortaköy are popular and safer.
I worry about my personal data being stolen online.
It's a valid concern. Use secure connections and be cautious.
Are there local resources to help with this?
Yes, there are cybersecurity services that can assist.
How do I report suspicious activity?
You can contact the local police directly.
Is there a non-emergency number?
Yes, Istanbul has specific hotlines for such reports.
The traffic in Istanbul is overwhelming.
Yes, especially during rush hour.
What do you think is the solution?
Maybe improving public transportation would help.
Air pollution is a serious problem here.
It affects so many people, especially in the winter.
Are there measures to control it?
Yes, but more stringent regulations are needed.
It's so hard to find affordable housing in Istanbul.
The prices have skyrocketed over the past few years.
Isn't the government doing something about it?
They're trying, but it's a complex issue.
Noise pollution is another big issue.
All the construction and traffic make it worse.
How do people cope with it?
Many use earplugs or soundproof their homes.
The public parks are not well maintained.
That's true. Some of them are quite neglected.
What can we do to improve them?
Community involvement is key. Raise awareness.
Istanbul's historical sites are at risk of deterioration.
That's sad, considering their cultural importance.
Is restoration work ongoing?
Yes, but funding and expertise are often challenges.
Urban sprawl is changing the face of Istanbul.
It's spreading into the natural landscapes.
Isn't that harmful to the environment?
Absolutely. It disrupts wildlife and natural habitats.
The sea pollution in the Bosphorus is worrying.
Yes, it affects both marine life and local fisheries.
Are there cleanup efforts?
Some, but more robust action is required.
Public transportation needs to be more efficient.
Absolutely, especially the bus and ferry services.
How can they improve it?
More frequent services and better maintenance.